This is IMAT 2021, question 34. So we have a diagram which shows the relationship between two digestive substances, bile and amylase. So here in the bile section we have X and Y, and in the amylase section we have Y and Z. And now we have to work out which is correct for X, Y and Z. So let's start with X. We know that this is just in the bile section, so what can only bile do and not amylase? Can it assimilate lipids, digest lipids, or emulsify lipids? So is it going to break it down? Is it going to emulsify it, turn it into fat droplets, or is it going to assimilate that lipid? Well, bile is going to emulsify that lipid, break it down into smaller droplets, ready to be further digested. So that is X, emulsifies lipids. So let's move on to Y. We know that Y is in the middle, so this must apply to both bile and amylase. Are they produced in the pancreas, or do they work in the small intestine? So, are these made in the pancreas? Well, not really. Bile is made in the liver, and amylase is just synthesized by various cells. So they're not produced in the pancreas, but they do work in the small intestine to help break down food. So this is the correct answer for Y. Now this leaves us with only one possible answer for what Z could do, which is only amylase, but let's see if it's correct. So the option we're left with Z is that it digests starch. And what do we know about amylase? Well, as it's got the suffix ase, it's an enzyme, and amylase, the ami is going to reference us breaking down things like amylose, which is sugars and starches. So yes, amylase does digest starch. So row 5 is the correct row in our answer table, which leads us to an answer of A.